If you've been following me for long, you know I like stories. And one of the things I've been thinking about lately, oddly enough, is Goldilocks and the Three Bears. So, she goes in the house while the bears are out, and she gets the porridge, and it's too hot and too cold and just right. And she goes to the beds, and they're too hard and too soft and just right. And I think about that with caregiving. When I am trying to cope with whatever it might be, whether it's arranging healthcare for my mom, working on diet questions, or having a behavior that I'm not sure what to do with, I really have gotten to think about it sort of like too hot, too cold, just right. So I feel like when I'm too hot, I sort of come in guns blazing. I want to just fix the problem now and get it done with. And no matter what's standing in my way, I just kind of steamroll over everything and crush anything in my mom's path and storm through. And sometimes what I crush is me, and sometimes, really unfortunately, I've made the mistake of kind of rolling over my mom and her feelings. And then I think about too cold, where maybe I have detached from the situation. It's just emotionally too much, or I'm too overwhelmed with all the things going on in my life that may or may not be related to her care. And so I pull back and I become ineffective that way. And neither of those are ineffective in the way that I really want to be effective as a son, as a caregiver. What I'm really looking for is that just right space, that space where I am engaged, but not overheated. I am letting the situation unfold and then making calculated adjustments to it. I'm not pulling back, but rather accepting the situation for what it is, going in with that radical acceptance, and making effective changes, adjustments, and sometimes accepting that the best thing I can do is just be there, and that there's not really a lot I can do to fix. So when I am the bear in the middle, when I can be, the porridge that's just right, that's when I find myself to be most effective for my mom, and by the way, for myself.